It is Nishala Lindsay Johnson, and I am recording on behalf of We Are Love, Sacred, Wild, and Mindful. I've been a little video absent for a while, adjusting to a new, beautiful position in life that is in support of this project, and it is connected with my soul work. So what I wanted to talk today about really quickly, because I have to get out of town very soon, but I wanted to talk about Thanksgiving and what happened. And I don't understand why we're celebrating Thanksgiving. Imagine if your people, your family, your loved ones, your culture, the earth that you felt sacred, was invaded by another group of people that you didn't know. You offer them food and space and welcome them onto your land, creating peace. And these people, forevermore, would rape you of your land. Maybe not forevermore. It's only been a few hundred years, right? But imagine if your family, look at your daughter, look at your son, look at your wife, look at the people you love. Imagine if they were brutally raped, were brutally beaten, were brutally taken off their land, were brutally forced out of everything they've ever known, their life, everything they hold precious, their loved ones. They were doing nothing wrong. They were living sacredly from this earth. Some invaders who think they're better take it over. And then let's fast forward to today and how our food is poisoned. We're using the land to grow poisoned food. We're poisoning the land. We're eating poisoned food. We're addicted to synthetic medicines that do nothing but numb us and disconnect us from ourselves. And we celebrate this. Do you understand why? Do you understand why it's not okay to dress your kid up as a little Indian? Do you understand why it's not okay for you to dress up as a little Indian? First of all, they're not Indians. They're Native Americans, and they deserve our respect. We are one people. We are equal. We should not be living the way that we've been living. The Dakota Pipeline gives us an opportunity as a nation to begin redemption, to begin to acknowledge what we have blindly allowed, to acknowledge that we can do better, that we can be better. And it starts with educating ourselves. It starts with educating our children. It starts with, even though it's the only holiday, and I understand for some people it's the only time that you get off work and it's the only time you see your family, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. Spend time with your family. But don't pretend that it's in celebration of some day that was a positive day, because it was an awful, awful, awful turn of events that occurred, that is still occurring. So now we get to educate our children. Now we get to educate ourselves. Now we get to change the way we've been living. And we wonder why there's so much violence and chaos and destruction and so much mental illness on these lands. Look what the foundation has been built upon. So this Thanksgiving, I challenge you. Let's let this Thanksgiving, for one, be about learning to respectfully disagree with each other. Learning to have the courage to say what others might not want to hear because you're not willing to stand by and let people blindly live the way that we've been living in this country. Maybe it's that you talk about. Maybe it's something simple in your family. We all have different struggles, but what we do need to learn how to do is to respect others even if we don't agree with them. Don't be around them. Leave. Nobody needs to be judging anybody, least of all ourselves. We can also let this Thanksgiving be about us learning not to judge, but rather to create awareness around things. There's no need to judge something if you don't like it, be away from it, but don't judge or condemn it. Maybe if you learn about it and try to understand, your consciousness will grow, your heart will grow, maybe you will learn something about yourself that you never knew. And then finally, as we have already mentioned, the third thing that I wanted to request of us is to take this Thanksgiving as an opportunity to raise our awareness and our consciousness about what's going on. If you don't know about the Dakota Pipeline, and you could educate yourself, and even just a small donation of money or time, your prayers, calling the officials and letting them know that we care, making a difference. They wouldn't put the pipeline in a white neighborhood. So there's a lot of things that we can do to shift the consciousness, and it starts with us. Everything starts with us. I wish you all a beautiful holiday. Thank you for listening. It's very dear to my heart, and the holidays are a time, especially Thanksgiving, that I really struggle with. So thank you for allowing me the space to share. I love you all, and yeah, thank you. Mwah. Namaste.